Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind. Prime time grind all the time. Well, we're back to cargo missions after we did our run of asteroid mining in the cutter. So I'm glad we did. I have reached the 10.95, which I didn't really think I was going to get there, but I did. And I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm only picking up missions to New Dawn from Sothis Mining. So it's just one location. If we have under 10 missions, we'll even take silver. So we'll take silver, gold, and palladium. If it's over 10, we'll take gold and palladium. And if it's over 15, we only take palladium. And we're only coming to New Dawn. So we'll just do that for a little bit and see how it works. Most of our missions go to New Dawn. New Dawn's easier to land near the station because the planet is further away from the station, and it just seems much easier to deal with the interdictions with New Dawn. So I just want to try it and see how it goes. But we're going to run some missions. So we're going to run up to Sothis Mining, pick up a load, come back to New Dawn, and then end that video back at Sothis Mining. So we're getting there. We'll just do one load now, and then we'll do another load when we get near 11 billion. So this is really helping us out for June when we buy the fleet carrier for good, because my guess is we're going to spend about 8 billion in all in June, and so that will leave us with about 3 billion. I'd like to have 10 billion, so we're just trying to work our way right now up to 18 billion, and after that we'll even do more excursions, like our excursion to asteroid mining, and I think that was great, and we need to include that in the cutter. I think the cutter worked out just fine, so we'll do more of that, and the planetary exploration will be in the cutter, and let's see, we'll go to Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site in the cutter. So really our excursions will mainly be in the cutter. We did not fully unlock Celine Jean Engineer, but we got the invitation. All we need is 10 pay nights, and we did have a location that had pay nights that were pretty close to Sothis. And when in June, when we buy the fleet carrier for good, then we're going to run out there and load up the fleet carrier, and then make the rounds to the engineers after that. So that'll be fun. Well, all right. What we have heard this last week is that Beta 2 starts on May the 11th, and it's May the 9th. 2 days. And it'll start at 11 a.m. UTC. It's 13, so it's really less than 2 days. And that's 6 a.m. Central U.S. time. I am looking forward to that. It'll run for a little over 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks and 2 days, something like that. And near the end of Beta 2, there's going to be a blowout special for the fleet carrier. It will be 1 million credits to buy a fleet carrier. Now, I'm not sure what they're going to do about the services. The services are quite expensive too. It can run 600, 700 million for the services. So you might have to have credits above that for the services, but at least you can buy a fleet carrier and play around with it. So be sure to follow my videos, and I'll continue to let you know what I find out, and if I misunderstand, I'm sure one of our listeners will let me know, and I'll confirm it, and then I'll admit that I was wrong, because I was. I said it was 1 billion. I guess my mind just couldn't comprehend that they would lower it all the way down to 1 million. But that's awesome. And of course, I'll share it with you. And the services will be 85.5% cheaper, where in beta 1, my upkeep was 127 million per week. It should be around 19 million this time, starting Monday. And the services will be 35 to 45% cheaper to activate. So that's good. The tritium, that's what Frontier says the pronunciation of tritium is. It's not tritium, it's tritium. So, okay, tritium will go over twice as far as it did in beta 1 for the same tonnage of tritium. So we're looking forward to that. Universal cartographics, which I need to do anyway because I keep forgetting. Since we did some asteroid mining, we'll do we got 527,000 that we're going to add just by doing universal cartographics. Alright. And that will be on the fleet carrier in 2 days in beta 2. The ramp up time was an hour. It's only 15 minutes now, and the cooldown time was an hour, and it's 5 minutes now. So going into hyperspace and then coming out of hyperspace, you don't have to wait as long until you can make your next jump. So that's awesome. Previously, after 4 weeks, if you were in debt with the fleet carrier, it would be decommissioned. Now it's 10 weeks, and not only did they extend the time, but you get all of your money back except for what you were in debt for. So that's kind of cool. So what you would do is just hold it for 10 weeks, let it expire with a debt, and you'd get all your money back with the fleet carrier. It would take a week to during the decommission period. So that's all they would take. So that's pretty good. All right. The new era, which we believe it would be space legs, planetary personal bases, and landing on planets with atmospheres, has been delayed from December of 2020 into 2021. So when we hear more, we'll let you know about that also. Please be sure to look to the bottom right of the video and you'll see my subscribe button. Press that, please. Doesn't cost you anything. You get informed when I produce more videos, and eventually it'll help me with YouTube. I have quite a few subscribers, but it's not nearly enough for YouTube. YouTube requires 16 times as many subscribers that I have just to get support from them. So please continue to subscribe for those that have not, and those that have, I appreciate it greatly. Underneath the video, in the description at the bottom of that, you will see ways to donate. Probably the most expensive part is the storage systems to hold all of these videos, and since I record all the time that I'm online and that I'm playing, just in case I come across something that I feel that you will be interested in, then I can create a video around it. Well, that takes storage space, and lots of storage space. So as you can probably hear, you can hear my storage server right now churning. The fans are pretty loud. So I keep thinking I have to talk over it, which I really don't, because the audio equipment that we have is pretty good. It has noise canceling in it, and it does a pretty good job. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I need to check things just to make sure we are recording. And that we are. Copying over to the storage server, and everything looks good. So we need to get out to Sothis Mining, pick up some more missions for New Dawn, and then come back. So far, I think it's working out pretty good. It seems to be easier. The maximum interdictions I've had so far is 3. We'll just see if that continues, just having one location instead of multiple locations that we're going to. Underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 640 videos just since January, so in the last 4 months. So it's all newer content.
Landing gear retracted.
Clear of the landing pad. Regulate speed until outside the exclusion zone.
So please watch more of the videos. That helps me with YouTube also. They have a minimum total hours watched, and we're doing much better with that, with total hours watched, than we are with subscriptions. So continue to watch the videos and subscribe if you haven't.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I've been wanting to try this, just going to New Dawn only, and so far I like it. We'll see how it goes. I do have to take cheaper silver.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So palladium pays the most, gold pays next, silver pays third, and so maybe my rewards per delivery might be down a little, but I think those times where we have plenty of palladium will make up for it. And after a few days, maybe during the beginning of beta 2, we'll be doing beta 2 videos, but we'll also run out to Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site on the live account to load up on some more material. That was one thing that was good about asteroid mining, is we were collecting materials. I'm going to try on the next time we go asteroid mining a little bit different. I'm not going to use the pulse wave again, and I have watched a few videos from some really good asteroid miners, and it could possibly help me there too, so I want to try some of that too. I make 99.9% of all of my credits and for assets running cargo missions from Sothis to Ceos. So this is kind of my home area because this is where I can make most of my credits. And after I get up to 18 billion, I probably will slow down on the credits a little. I know that my viewers really enjoy watching the cargo missions because that's where I get the most views. And really the viewers decide how much of each type of day-to-day grind that we do. Right now we do cargo missions, we do planetary. Sis left. We do planetary exploration, we do asteroid mining, and we do material gathering. So we kind of do 4 different things right now. And the only thing that we're using the Python at the moment for is cargo missions and maybe some travel. Everything else now is being done in the cutter. We have 4 cutters. And we have 4 Pythons, and it's just the way they're outfitted. And next month we'll even have a fleet carrier. I really like the fleet carrier. To me, it's my home base that travels. So to me, it's really awesome. Works extremely well for me. And at 19 million a week, I think I can handle that. I want to put back a year's worth. Of upkeep, where I don't have to worry about it. Sys left.
Docking request granted.
But we are doing really well with our credits. We're almost at 11 billion, and right now I see that as pretty good. I really like that. I'm very comfortable. Yes, I want to get it up to 18 billion by, say, the end of July. I think we can do that pretty easily. And now I say 18 billion, but 10 billion after we buy the fleet carrier in June. So,
Landing gear deployed.
because I expect the fleet carrier to take up about 8 billion of our 11 billion. We'll build that 3 billion back up to about 10 billion, and then I think we'll be done. We will still do some cargo missions.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
It'll be part of our round. Like I mentioned, we'll have a cargo round of the grind, and we'll have a planetary exploration grind. We'll have an asteroid mining grind. We will have a material gathering grind, and if we need to, we'll have visiting the engineers grind. So let's just pick up some missions. Sys left, see where we're at. Sys left. We have 9. I think that's enough to keep us from taking silver at the moment. So just gold. And palladium are the only two that we'll be taking. And only 2 Nudon. And when we reach 15 contracts, we'll only take palladium after 15. We will take the silvers that are just 2 and 3 units, though. We'll take all of those that are Nudon, no matter what they are. We're not going to Babbage and Brunel at the moment. Yeah, any partials I'll go ahead and load. Okay, Sys left. Sys left. We're at 11. We need to, there is a deliver 2 units of gold that we need to find. That one. Make sure they're to Nudon, that I didn't accidentally select one I didn't mean to. Sys left. Boom, 120 silver. Probably should take all silvers right now. Since we've already went over 9.5, we'll just take all our silvers, because we don't need as much for our goal. And those are all golds. Gold. Another silver, which we've already collected. Okay. So, sys left. Sys left. And we'll do a partial on that Boom 180 gold.
Cargo hold at
All right,
maximum capacity.
that will definitely fulfill our goal for this run. Sys left. Again, all of our deliveries are going to New Dawn, so that's what we're going to select at the moment. We probably will have to take silver on the next load because we'll be way under 10. It's easier to unload these. We'll go to New Dawn, we'll unload, and then we'll come back to Sothis, and that will conclude this video. But we're doing cargo missions again. We'll do it for probably a couple of days, and then we'll do another excursion.
Ship released. End frame shift drive charging.
Like I said, our next excursion will be to Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site. We will be taking the cutter. Well, one of the 4 cutters anyway.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And I'm thinking we need to replace the 2 positions on the cutter that have cell banks. We need to replace those with another prospector controller and a collector controller. But I'm going to watch a few of the videos of the more seasoned asteroid miners to see how they outfit their cutters for mining. And like I said, I want to try another way on our next asteroid mining excursion, which will be what we're going to do is the Dav's Hope, the Jameson Crash Site, and then we'll do some more cargo missions, then we'll do planetary exploration, and then we'll do more cargo missions, and then we'll do some more asteroid mining. And I'll try out those newer things, and we'll probably just go after Painite for practice, because I always need the practice. And I need to get better at it, and I need to do subsurface, and I need to do core mining, and there's a lot of things I need to do with asteroid mining to work on that to get better at it. Sys left. Like I said, we haven't had over 3 interdictions since I've just started coming straight to New Dawn and no other place. I don't know if that will change. We will find out. Could be that we were away from cargo missions for about a day and a half. And we did meet the requirement of Celine Jean, the engineer, that we have 500 tons of total asteroid mining. And we did that. Accomplished that part. So I was pretty excited about that. Now, of course, we collected everything. And on the next trip, asteroid mining will only collect more expensive materials like painite, and we'll just see. We might go ahead and collect gold, and those that are valued at gold or greater. And we'll just practice on those. Without the pulse wave scanner.
To Lacey, Romeo Golf, India. Station services are on standby for your arrival, Commander.
Sis left.
Good to have you.
Because I keep getting recommendations of not using the pulse wave, and so I hear it. I hear it.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 37. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
I'll be carrying a pulse wave on the next asteroid mining excursions, but I just won't be using it, especially at first. And I'll be watching more of the experts that seem to do so much better than I at asteroid mining. I'll be watching some of their videos also. I have been listening to those that are better at combat. I'm not saying I'm going to take up combat even with ships like we're doing with skimmers and stingers. In our next excursion, we'll probably do more bounty hunting with skimmers and stingers.
Complete. Power down your engines. Good to have you, Commander.
I only collected about 3% on my combat rating last time. I would like to get up to every time get about 10% instead of just 3%. Now that will take about 80 skimmer stinger kills to get that, to get 30 or 10%. Well, I appreciate you coming along too. Make sure you press that subscribe button because it doesn't cost you anything. You get notified when I produce more videos. It'll eventually help me out with YouTube. And as my friends and family always say, I need all the help I can get. So I'm sure they're correct. This up. Also, please look in the description toward the bottom. There's ways to donate. Please consider donating. The high cost of doing 640 plus videos, very expensive.
Detach is good. You are go for departure.
Looks like it's a little busy. And auto launch sometimes runs into things. And underneath the video, to the left, you'll find my YouTube channel page where you'll find those over 640 videos that are costing us a fortune to store. And you can hear my storage server running. It's a cool morning, so cooler mornings I use it because it doesn't heat up my office as much. And I've had to get a larger circuit breaker for my office. I just need to install that because we've only lived in this house for a year. All of the circuit breaker was only 15 amps, and my office takes a whole lot more than that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, not really a whole lot more. It'll just sometimes we peak over the 20 amps, but yeah, we just have to put in higher amperage. And I have some external hard drives that are USB 3, so I'll store on those first after the 4 terabyte drive that's in my game computer. And I have an SSD that I run the Windows and the Elite Dangerous on to get a little bit better performance. I would like to get a 8K VR headset, but I'm going to need more of your help for that. I'm going to need some donations for that, because I'll have to have a better graphics card and have to beat, and the VR stuff itself, like the HP Reverb, looks pretty good. There's a couple of other 8K headsets that look really good. So if you would wish to send us better graphics cards and VR headsets, I'm sure we could work out something for you to get them here. Says left. And I have a storage array that can handle 24 SATAs, and it just slipped my mind what the other connection is. But if you're willing to send 4 terabyte plus drives, we'd work away could do like a PO box that you could send to. Yeah, I don't use my real names and stuff to protect my family from my employer and because I'm sure they would not be extremely happy knowing that I did YouTube on the side, because I have an on-call job. So like one of the guys, he watches movies all the time. Well, I'm not much into watching movies all the time, so I do enjoy creating these YouTube videos. So, but just to be safe, that's why I use the GFM_RDG, and I'll continue to do that. And I would create like a PO box or a UPS box that you could send to. Sys left.
Docking request granted.
If some of you are kind enough to send us some equipment, like I like the Seagates, so even used ones are fine. Like Seagate 4 terabyte plus drives, or external 4 terabyte plus drives, a 8K VR headset would be nice, and I have a Radeon Vega, so if you would consider sending something heftier than that, I'd appreciate it.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
But we could use all the help we could get. Or even 2.5-inch drives, like 2 terabytes and above. I have a storage array that takes 2.5-inch too. So, well, I appreciate you coming along. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And thank you for listening to my shopping list that I always need. So if you're willing to help, I'd appreciate it. You can contact me in my YouTube channel. There's an About tab. And it has my email address, so you could email and let me know how you could help. I'd really appreciate it. So until the next video, thank you for coming along, and hope to see you then. We made it to the 10.96, and the next one will be at 11 billion. So until next time, thank you for watching.